If you're always training and lifting weights at the gym with these common athletic shoes that are trapping your feet, stick around. I'm going to tell you and talk about the benefits and what to look out for when training barefoot and why you should start adding that. So I want to make a disclaimer saying that right off the bat, you do not want to go pedal to the metal like barefoot right off the bat. You want to progressively add to it because just like gripping your hands, right? If you do a labor job and you grip on something all day long, it's gonna tear up your hands. Same goes for your feet. You got all this muscle and fascia, underneath our feet, and it's always trapped in these shoes. And there is benefits to shoes, and there's also caveats too that this world will influence and bring upon us. So the main benefits, when you train barefoot, you are going to allow more mobility and flexibility in your workouts because you don't have all of this pent-up cushion and air trapping your feet. I guarantee you, if I take this sole out and put it down, it's going to trap in my toes. When you put the sole out and compare your feet will overlap it. So that goes to show you that, and that's most common athletic Nike and Adidas shoes. So that goes to show you that constantly strength training can limit some of your personal best records at the gym just by wearing these shoes trapping all the time. So now right off the bat, if you go heavy lifting on barefoot, I don't think that's a good idea. You need to progress your way towards it. Start with going on a 10-minute walk outside. Most people come home and then that's it. So come home, take your shoes off, take your socks off, walk around outside, practice more until you're comfortable with going in a full barefoot workout or just doing part of your workout barefoot and progress from there. But the benefits is you're gonna have that ground connection to that lift. You know how a boxer puts all of his force and power in that punch comes from his feet? Mostly with all other lifts too. Tennis, golf, baseball, throwing a football, you need to have that connection and that power. So when we're constantly training with shoes on, we're kind of limiting that mobility and flexibility in that ankle. Because when we're training barefoot, that is going to help support your ankle mobility and your foot's mobility. Besides the fact of the ankle, just look at your foot and your four toes and everything and how you forefront. This popular book came out way back. Christopher McDougall, Born to Run. And what he did was he studied these modern tribes that were hunter and gatherers. Like they would run barefoot up to their 70s in the culture, in the tribe. They'd be 70-year-olds running because they've been doing it since they were 6, and they would struck foot first instead of how we in this society we struck ankle first and roll off. They struck foot first, and they didn't have any ankle or knee problems whatsoever. So when he put that book out and showed them all the benefits of like how they're running on flat feet and sandals or no feet barefoot, a lot of runners in the community read that and like, oh, okay, and threw out all their running shoes. But what happened was a lot of injuries came of that. So it goes to show you though that yes, humanity's been doing this for way longer than we originally thought. Don't just go into it cold feet. You need to progress to it. So now I get it. Most gyms won't allow you to train barefoot. So try this at home. You could try by just doing push-ups on the ground because guess what? My feet are digged into the ground and it's allowing that connection, that grounding force. I'm a big component of grounding. I do think you get some type of benefits and electrical impulses from the earth, that electricity field, all the way from your feet to your head and all that. I really do benefit. I think there are benefits to that, and I do think it helps you with your mood, your electrical impulses in your body, your central nervous system. And when you train barefoot, it's going to improve your balance on so many levels. We need balance. When we have better balance, we're going to be a better athlete. Our squats are going to be better. Our deadlifts are going to be better. Our single leg exercises like a pistol squat or a lunge will be better. So it's going to work balance. Think of little kids. I remember reading a podcast. I think it was like Mind Body Pump. Shout out to them. One of their guys, they had a kid on there, and they said the kid was super fast, never wore shoes or anything, and he said like the first month, the first day he put shoes on and went for a walk, he like fell because he couldn't balance himself in the feet. So that goes to show you that kids too, they trap their feet super early, and then it can create a lot of balance problems with the kid later on in life. Show them the ground first, then work up to the feet. I know I don't have a kid, so I know I could have some parents like crack jokes at me saying, oh, you don't get it on. Sure, maybe I don't, but after doing some research and learning about kids with their feet and how like their ankle bone is like 3 to 5 bones and it fuses into one bone, I genuinely believe when I have my kid, I want him to be comfortable barefoot before he's comfortable in shoes. Like, I'd rather him be uncomfortable in shoes than be uncomfortable barefoot outside, honestly. I hate to say it, but it's going to improve his balance. His balance and mobility would get better, or her mobility and balance, whoever my kid is, a boy or girl. So it can affect you as a kid, it can affect you all the way to your adults. So they have their entire lives as kids to learn that pattern and habit of wearing shoes. So while they're young, stick to them being barefoot. I know I'm getting a lot off topic, but these are the main benefits of training barefoot. Don't hop into it, just cold feet. Gradually progress yourself into the workout. Start with just push-ups, start with just going on a walk at home. But don't just trap your feet 24/7 in shoes. Don't assume that you have to be in shoes when you lift, because a lot of your workouts are suffering because you're trapped in these shoes. Yeah, cool, I got some nice, cool, flashy shoes, but it's suffering your workout. So take that into thought and consideration. You want a better deadlift, you want a better squat, you want to have some more mobility without even actually having to practice mobility, start training barefoot. You're going to be able to squeeze and grip your toes a lot better. You're going to have more motor control and function with these toes, okay? So that's it. I'm done. Start walking around barefoot.